Good morning, dear children. How do you do? I hope you enjoyed your puja holidays well. Okay. How was it? Enjoyed with your parents? Okay. Dear children, welcome to this new session. Today we are going to deal with our activity 2, the lesson story, The Shipwrecked Sailor. We have already completed the activity 1 that I hope you may complete it in your notebook. Yesterday and 3 days your books were kept as the puja, so I don't know whether you completed or what. It is not. Please do it. Let's move to the activity 2. Listen. Activity 2. You have identified the major events of the story, haven't you? Here is a graphic story for you. Study the pictures carefully and write the appropriate events from the story in the space provided. Try to add possible dialogues too. Now, you can narrate the story from the point of view of Velasco. Some events are given to help you. Here we can see the graphic pictures. Study the pictures. It shows the different events in the story. We can add dialogues. Here there is a spaces we have to complete it. Wherever necessary you have to complete. Here also there are dialogues. It is there according to the situation you have to complete it. Okay, let's see in detail. First one. First picture. It is given like this. Mobile, Alabama, USA, February 28, 1955. See, here we have to narrate the story of Velasco. Already it is said, it is a point of view of Velasco. He himself so narrates or says the story. I am a sailor and the narrator of the story. That is Caldas, my ship. I am traveling from Mobile, Alabama in the USA to my country, Colombia. Then second picture. Here you see, I have four shipmates. They are Carabello, Casilo, Rengifo, and Herrera. Here, all the characters they started narrating themselves, or they are expressing themselves, or introducing themselves. Here already Velasco said, "Hi, I am Velasco." In the same way, we have to complete all the other four members. How we will say? Listen, look at here. First one, I am Rengifo, I am Carabello, I am Castillo, and I am Herrera. Here, there is the space we have to complete the story. How we will complete it? Listen. Julio Amenter Carabello is the officer on watch during this voyage. Is it clear? Okay. Now what is third picture says? Look at the ship. We can see there is the shipwreck the scene. We can see that it shows the disaster of the ship. So what we should write here? See. I don't have an idea about what happened. During a storm, our ship plunged into an abyss and disappeared. Now let's see the fourth picture. Can you imagine what may the picture have said? My shipmates were washed overboard into the sea and the cargo scattered on the surface. All of us was trying to keep aloft. I managed to get hold of a life raft. Now let's see the fifth one. Here we can see two sailors. From the story we can imagine that they are Carabello and Castello, and they were trying to catch the raft. They called Velasco. Listen. See here, they were talking something. So here you have to write the caption. Fatso, row over here. That you should write here. Then, after that, where what we have to write in the space given, Carabello and Caslo were trying hard to reach the life raft. I was rowing. See the sixth one. Here we can see Velasco in the life raft. Who was there in far away? You could see one person there. Yes, it is Raman Herrera. From the story we know that. What may be here? What may he did in the here in the ocean? Listen. I saw Raman Herrera far away. I tried to paddle furiously to reach him. The wind was against me, and I could not advance more than a meter in that lurching sea. Now let's see the seventh one. See, here Velasco was shouting at Herrera because he was drawing into the sea. How he expressed his words. Here something he had to write. How he was shouting. Listen. Come on, try. I can't row against the wind. That was Velasco's words. Now, what was his thoughts? I couldn't row against the wind. I yelled out to my friend. I tried to swim toward my life raft, but they couldn't hear my words. I had to witness helplessly my mates sinking in the water. Now let's move to the eighth picture. We know by that time a huge wind lifted his raft and he could not help them. They were also drawn in the sea. Here he was shouting. Listen. Hey, Carabella, Caslo, try to swim towards me. That was his words, Velasco's words. Here, I felt the raft heavy in that lurching sea. A gigantic wave lifted my raft, and I could not reach my mates, Carabello and Castlo, also drawn in front of me. Castlo was still hanging on to Carabello's neck. Let's see the ninth one. Here, Velasco had seen Rangifo again. I noticed Rengifo still trying hard to stay afloat and swimming towards me. He was holding his headphone aloft. I was confident that he would reach my raft. Let's say the tenth one. Velasco was trying to help Rengifo with his oar. Rengifo became tired and lost his heart. He was within 2 meters from me, but he sank forever in front of my eyes, still holding his right hand up and calling to me, Fetso and Fetso. Now we reached in the end of the story, that is the 11th one. Here it was very hot. It was mentioned here. We can see also. Already it was seen in the story. It was very hot, and he was all alone, and he have nothing to eat or food or nothing. It was exactly noon. Noontime. The sun was hot and metallic. I had no food or water. I would have to stay alone 2 or 3 hours at the sea. It seemed an extraordinary long time. Now let's see the last picture. That is the 12th last one. I don't know what to do. I looked at my belongings. I have a watch, a gold ring, keys to my locker, and 3 business cards. Only these I have belonged. So he was all alone in the sea and he was waiting. Somebody may help him, but he has to wait there 2 3 meters. He has to walk. He was to be on in the sea here. So that is the end of the story. See, dear children, this is what the narrator narrates about the story. Please do copy it all. Then after page number 57, there is activity 2, narrates the story. That is the activity you have to do then. So what we should do, you have to coordinate all these stories. That means the 12 incidents you coordinate and write it in your notebook. We will meet again with the next activity in the next session. Till then, bye bye. Thank you.